Elemental crew. Today's video is going to be about a core session, okay? We'll talk about some progressions or regressions for each exercise or how we might do less rounds or more rounds, but 5 rounds is plenty for this kind of core session. So it's going to be a plank walk-up with an advanced version of adding a push-up for 8 reps. I'll explain what that is. A supine, so laying on your back, SLR, straight leg raise, or knee raise. This is going to be kind of like hanging onto a bar or doing like your hanging straight leg raise or your hanging knee raise. And then we have a plank with KTE, which stands for knee to elbow. And we'll show you doing that with 2 limbs at a time, 1 limb at a time, depending on your progression. So plank with walk up, supine straight leg raise, and plank with knee to elbow. Let's get through it here. So plank with walk up, you're going to get into a forearm plank, and you're going to walk up into this position and then come down. What I want you to try to do is lead with one hand, so that one right that time, down with left, and then I go up with left, and then I go down with right. And I keep switching, so you're not just doing the same movement each time and you're leading with the same hand, because that's kind of part of the workout is getting up on that one hand. And then what you can do, instead of just doing the plank with walk up, so 8 up and downs, you can also add in a push up. So you can go like this, do a push up, down, back up with the other side, do a push up. Okay, so obviously adding the push up will make that harder. Some of you might just do the plank walk up, and that's fine. Supine with straight leg raise or knee raise, just like we're holding or hanging onto a bar. We're going to have our hands out in front of us or up on like a pretend bar. We're going to squeeze our midsection here. We're going to try to keep our lower back from coming up off the ground. And it's going to be like this, nice and tight, okay? One version would be doing these, coming up, controlling it down. This is the hardest part. And then coming back up. For some of you, you might just do knee raises and only having a little bit of the hard part rather than the hard part out here. So that would be 8 of those up and down. I want you to try to pretend like you're holding onto a bar, squeeze those lats, keep the tummy tight. If your back is coming up off the ground, but you feel like you're losing tension there, don't bring the legs out as far, okay? So hold that tension, but don't lose it, okay? And then plank with knee to elbow. We can do a couple different versions here. One might just be in a palm position, and you might be in this 4-point plank, go knee towards your elbow, come back, that's like a 3-point plank, and then switch sides. Another version would be to go opposite leg, opposite arm with your knee to elbow like this. So now I'm going to make a 2-point plank, and I have kind of a moving limb component like this. Okay, so pick what version makes sense for you. So plank with walk up, add the push up if you need to, that's 8 reps. Supine straight leg raise or knee raise, 8 reps. Remember, if you're making that long lever with your legs and your back's coming up off the ground, don't go out as far. And then plank with knee to elbow, either the 3-point version or the 2-point version. 5 rounds should do it. Rest is needed in between these things, and give good solid efforts for each.